Smith. I am the chair of the 2019 Homecoming Committee. I'm so happy that you can all share today in a special day for our regional campuses and our court members. First, I'd like to thank the Homecoming Planning Committee, Lauren Luffing, and the Alumni Association. Lauren's my go-to girl, and she hears a lot from me. I've done this 3 years, and I'm still constantly calling her, so I appreciate that so much. All of our campus deans and directors who are here, and additionally, I'd like to thank all of our regional campus homecoming coordinators. They do a lot of work, and they help me out a lot in getting everything coordinated and together, and so that we can have this wonderful day. Because of all of you, we are able to truly come together in the spirit of the one university in the tradition of homecoming. For our official welcome, we're going to, if you would please join me in welcoming Dr. Greg Rose. He's the Executive Dean and Director of the regional campuses to the podium.
Thanks, Tammy. So welcome to the 2019 Regional Campus Homecoming Coronation Ceremony. We have a special guest today who you'll hear from later. The provost is here for us. We were thinking earlier that hasn't happened before, so we're really happy to have the provost here for this. We thank also all of the guests for taking time to be here with your students. Ever since the reestablishment of a number of years ago of the Regional Campus Homecoming Courts, including full engagement with all the activities that go on this weekend, this event has become one of the highlights of the academic year. So it starts out in spring semester with a call for students who are interested. There's a rigorous interview process that they have to work their way through. I haven't witnessed that, but I'm told that the questions are really tough and you guys really got to work over. And then there are a number of activities in the fall that the students are engaged in, culminating in this event and the rest of the things on the weekend. The students are engaged in a lot of things, particularly during homecoming week, and I'll leave it to the other deans and directors to talk a little bit about what happens in that activity. So there's a lot of people that are involved in making this happen for you, and I want to mention a couple of them, and we'll hold our applause till the end. I guess more than a couple. Lauren Luffy mentioned already, thank you to the Alumni Association for having us here in this beautiful room. Julia Morris, the coordinator for ATI, and Terry Lankers and the staff and students in the floral design and marketing program at ATI who made all these floral arrangements that you see. Thank you for your work in that. Tammy Smith is the regional homecoming coordinator, as you saw a moment or two ago. Amy Lipchak is the coordinator for Lima. Jen Racer is the coordinator for Mansfield. Corey Ayers and Kathleen Clements, coordinators for Marion. And Justin Cole is the coordinator for Newark. So thank you for all the work that goes into making this a wonderful day for our students. Thank you. And so my part is done for the moment. And I think Lauren is up to introduce the provost.
Thanks, Dr. Rose. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Longaberger Alumni House. We're so excited to be able to host this event again this year. And I know it's only a short time, so a lot of our homecoming court members here will be alums themselves. So this is a second home for you all. We're excited because we're not only here to support you while you're a student, but you're a Buckeye for life. So a lot of students don't realize, they're here on campus for maybe 5 to 6 years, but you're gonna be alum 10 times that long, hopefully. So we're also so excited to be joined by so many of your family and friends here today. It's really you all that have made these wonderful folks into who they are today. You've been there every step of the way supporting them. So I want to give a huge round of applause to all of your family, friends, supporters in the audience. Can we give them a huge round of applause? As a homecoming court alum myself, I know that this weekend is a priceless one. So thrilling, so fun. After this, you all get to enjoy the parade and the pep rally tonight, skull session, and of course the game tomorrow. So I hope you soak up every minute of it. Like I said, it'll be memories that will last you a lifetime. And it's definitely going to be an exciting game tomorrow night. So I want to tell you a little bit about our homecoming legacy. It's 107 years old this year, so it started back in 1912. And it was 1921 where they crowned they had the stadium girl, they called it. So there was a competition for a stadium girl, which became the homecoming queen in 1923. And it was actually only women on homecoming court for a very long time, until 1976, when they added men to homecoming court. So back then, I know we have a couple of past homecoming court alums here this weekend. They had to do pageants and sing songs and dances, and a little bit different than what it looks like today, right? Good thing you guys didn't have to do all that. Not saying the application process is still pretty rigorous, but there are a lot of really important people as part of this homecoming tradition along with you all. So back in 1960, Marlene Owens, who was the daughter of Jesse Owens, the Olympic medalist and Ohio State alum, was the first woman to be crowned homecoming queen, first African-American woman in the whole country. So it was kind of one of many firsts for Ohio State. And actually in 1926, this is probably the most fun one, a Holstein cow was nominated as the homecoming queen, named Maudine Ormsby, and would you know it, Maudine won that year and reigned for homecoming queen for a whole year. So our next speaker knows well of Maudine and her legacy, because not only was he a student in the agricultural sciences, but he was also the dean of the College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences before he became provost of our beloved university. So we're so excited, as it's been mentioned, that he is here to join us this evening. Please help me in welcoming to the stage Executive Vice President Provost, Dr. Bruce McPherson.
Good afternoon, everybody. I was just so waiting for the mention of Maudine. After you heard what the contestants had to do to actually be selected, I'm wondering about the whole dance. What exactly the moves were. Thank goodness that's behind us. Well, what an honor to be here with our homecoming courts. The regional campuses are a really special part of Ohio State to me. I grew up in Kenton, Ohio, halfway between the Lima campus and the Marion campus. As dean of the College of Food, Agriculture, and Environmental Sciences, I was responsible for the Worcester campus at ATI. My brother is an alum. He was not on the homecoming court, but that's all right. And so, this is just such an extraordinary part of what Ohio State is in the state of Ohio. We have our deans and directors here in the front, and we work together all the time to make sure that the students you represent here today have the highest quality Ohio State experience that we can offer. We are all Buckeyes. As Lauren mentioned, I am a Buckeye. I'm a Buckeye and a bug guy. I was an entomology student here at Ohio State long before you were born. I was another millennium. But what we've seen over time is that the experience that we're able to offer to all students who come from high school and sometimes back with careers wanting to be a Buckeye have that opportunity. So to be able to recognize all of you and the excellence that you bring, not only in your academic performance, but also just in how you carry yourselves as individuals, the experiences that you bring, the excellence that you represent is really very important to what Ohio State is all about. So my congratulations to each and every one of you as we go through the rest of the afternoon into a really exciting weekend. We've had a really exciting week already. Just last night we hosted an event on the Oval to kick off our next Ohio State fundraising campaign. And our big goal is to actually engage 1 million supporters over the course of this campaign, something no other university has ever done. And in fact, we already have 500,000 who have contributed to this point in time. That halfway point is something that almost all of our peers would love to have as their final outcome. People believe in the Ohio State University. And you know why they believe in it? They believe in it because of these people sitting here in the front. Because the students that come here learn from us, they bring their expertise, and they take this out into the world, and they represent Buckeye Nation. With the faces we have here today, we're in good hands for the future. so extraordinarily proud of your accomplishments to date and really can't wait to see what lies ahead. What lies ahead in the very near term is actually figuring out how this all ends here today, right? So with that, I'll let us get on with the program, but let me just reiterate, we are Buckeyes. You are us. You're the best of us. And we're so proud of you and so grateful for all that you represent as part of this tremendous university. And so good luck, best wishes. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Don't worry about midterms next week. If you need a note from the provost. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much. Now I have the privilege of introducing our campus representatives who will announce their campus homecoming courts and, of course, our regional homecoming king and queen. With us today from ATI Worcester is Dr. Christina Boone, Dean and Director of Ohio State in Lima, Dr. Timothy Ringer, Dean and Director of Ohio State Mansfield, Dr. Norman Jones, Executive Dean and Director of Ohio State Marion, Dr. Greg Rose, and the Dean and Director of Ohio State Newark, Dr. Bill McDonald. So at this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Christina Boone.
I apologize for being a little slow. I blew out my knee on Tuesday, which prevented me from being in the dodgeball tournament. I at least wanted to coach or something, so. But I hear Dr. Giannini did pretty good. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I want to thank the staff here at the Longaberger House for making this so welcome and making this such a special event. It really is a great thing for us. And it's also very special for our floral design and marketing students to be able to present these arrangements for the homecoming court. One of the things that's really nice is because we build this into our curriculum now. So it's actually an assignment. And so you're going to be taking back a little bit of Worcester with you. So we're really pleased about being able to do that. So we did have a great week this week. We started with Family Day last Saturday. We had a wonderful turnout, and it was really a fun time. In addition, we got to introduce the court to everyone, and so that was a lot of fun as well. It was a great day. These guys have had a busy week, and if they look a little tired, it's because they are. So after we had dodgeball tournament, then they had the dance that was called Under Construction, and then there was another dance that was the square dance we had. So that was a really fun night too. And then they also had an event in the Beauty House with the RAs to talk about sexual health and karaoke. So it was a diverse week, I'd say. But to help us crown our royalty today, I would like to ask our 2018 King and Queen to come forward. Ms. Caitlin Fuller of Oakwood, Ohio. She is studying sustainable plant systems here in Columbus, and Robert Selby of Clyde, Ohio, who is studying agri-science education. And we're really pleased that they can be here with us today. It is my pleasure to introduce the 2019 Ohio State ATI Homecoming Candidates for Queen. Ms. Becky Burnett of Hanoverton, Ohio. Becky is studying agricultural communication, which is my discipline. So I always think it's the best. And then our second candidate is Hannah Herr of Metamora, Ohio. Hannah is agribusiness. And last, Nicole McMullen of Monclova, did I say it right? Yeah. Ohio. She is an agri-science education major. And now I'd like to introduce our homecoming king candidates. So Ross Black of Asheville, Ohio. Ross is a crop management and soil conservation major. Hunter Sandwich of Oak Harbor, Ohio. Hunter is agribusiness, and he's also a sesquicentennial scholar. And Sam Shelley of West Unity, Ohio, who is studying agronomy. And now the things you've been waiting for. You should all be very proud. You had to have a lot of accomplishments just to get here. And so I think that's something that we're all very proud of him for too. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the 2019 Ohio State ATI Homecoming King, Mr. Sam Schilling. Our homecoming queen is Miss Hannah Hurd. And while Mr. Selby and Caitlin are helping me get roped up, I do want to tell you that those flowers are heavy. I remember last year there was a girl, she said, "I did this." All right, one more round of applause. And now I'd like to introduce my colleague, Dr. Tim Renner, who is the Dean and Director of the Ohio State University Library.
I'm delighted to be here as part of this 2019 homecoming activity. It's my first time, and to refer to what the provost said about you all being Buckeyes, it's great to be part of what is this thing called a Buckeye Nation that I'm new to. This is my 6th month, so it's the first time for a lot of things. But the other part about being part of the Buckeye Nation that seems impressive is that some folks in this Buckeye Nation actually take in adoptees. And so some of us would consider ourselves now to be new adopted Buckeyes. So I'm excited to be a part of this. So as others have said, the event is a culmination of a long process that began in the spring. And there's lots of exciting events that have happened in this last week. On the Lima campus, there was a homecoming court picnic. There was a tater tot tailgate. Your imagination will have to define all of that. There was a campus pumpkin carving contest. There was a faculty staff student kickball event. There was a 2019 alumni award event, and more things that I don't know about. But we're excited about the OSU 2019 homecoming court in the Bay on the Lima campus. So I'd like to ask the royalty from the Lima campus from 2018 to come forward. That was the King, Jackson Dickman, who's a senior in early childhood. Senior with an early childhood major, we should spell that out better. And Melissa Martinez Cohen, who is a 2019 graduate and a 3rd grade teacher. And then for the rest of the court, it's probably easiest if you all just come up and stand up here. And then when I call your name, you can step forward and kind of wave at people. So why don't y'all come on up? So Megan Blakemeyer, she's a senior business admin major. She's from Bellefontaine, Ohio. Victoria Bradford, a senior psychology major from Paulding, Ohio. Sierra Butcher, senior double majoring in English and theater from Watkins, Ohio. Dalton Falter, senior middle childhood education major from Jackson Center. Donald Miller, a junior early childhood education major from Delphus, and Josh Shepard, a senior psychology major from Wapakoneta. So now there should be a drum roll. And then we'll say, from OSU Lima, I'm proud to introduce the 2019 King, who is Dalton Paul. And to make this a complete set, 2019 Queen for Lima is Victoria Bradley. So one more round of applause for Thank you. Now it's my pleasure to welcome up to the podium Dean Norman Jones.
Thank you, Tim. I want to thank everyone who helped make this day possible. A lot of people put a lot of work into this from the Mansfield campus. I want to thank Tammy and Jen, and I saw Donna Height back here. Please forgive me if I'm missing anyone. I imagine Kidron was involved somehow, some way, because he's involved in just about everything. The homecoming court this week was very busy, as on all of the campuses. On Monday, we had a Meet the Court and Minute to Win It game show. On Tuesday, we had walking tacos, which I finally learned what they were just a couple of years ago. A very special moment in my life when I got to experience that. They made Buckeye necklaces and keychains. On Wednesday, we had faculty, staff, and students involved in a dodgeball game replete with Dairy Cube treats. And then last night, we had a homecoming cookout, campfire, cornhole tournament. It was very serious. And WOSU visited to interview the homecoming court. So a really special week, and we're excited about what's happening today and tomorrow as well. If I could, I'd like to invite the 2018 Mansfield Campus Homecoming Queen and King to the stage. The Queen is Emma Park, and the King is Kidron Stamper. And now I'd like to introduce the 2019 Mansfield Campus Homecoming Court and invite them to the stage. The first is Tristan Gosser, who is a junior business major from Gallion. Jacob Tekovic, a criminology major from Mantua. Antoine Woods, a junior social work major from Mansfield. Madeline Keister, a junior middle childhood education major from Strongsville. Iris Walter, a junior early childhood education major from Plymouth. And Megan Zier, a junior education major from Gallion. And if you would please join me in giving them all a round of applause. Provost mentioned this is a celebration of how we are all part of Buckeye Nation. We are one university in many locations. It's a celebration of these particular 6 students here and all of their achievements. And it exemplifies the best in our student bodies as a celebration of all of our students. And we just couldn't be prouder of you all. So now it's time for me to introduce the 2019 Homecoming King and Queen from the Mansfield campus. I don't know how to do a drum roll very elegantly, so I won't even try. The 2019 Mansfield Campus Homecoming Queen is Megan Zier. And the 2019 Mansfield Campus Homecoming King is Jacob Tekovic. photo opportunity with your pictures, or you gotta be. Congratulations to you all. And now it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce Dr. Greg Rose, the Executive Dean and Director of Ohio State United.
Thank you, Norman. I want to thank the Marion Committee, Corey Ayers, Kathleen Clemens, Karen Lutold, Louis Dominga, Macy Winkelfuss, Leslie Berry, and Christian Peregrina. Christian's out there doing photographs too for us today. I'd also like to ask Lydia Drake, the 2018 Marion Campus Homecoming Queen, and Isaac Green, the 2018 Marion Campus Homecoming King, to come help distribute all the goodies. So thank you for coming back to do that. So the homecoming court was involved in a bunch of different things. They helped us with Freshman Welcome Day. They participated in the Marion Popcorn Parade. They hosted a Buckeye Blitz Week, during which they had a Buckeye Tree giveaway, a tailgate cookout, homecoming bonfire dance, and all kinds of other stuff, I'm sure, that I missed, but they didn't. So they were engaged in all these kinds of things. So it's been a busy week for them and a busy semester so far as well, and a couple of busy days coming up. So it's my pleasure to introduce the court and ask them to come on up. So they're all mixed up here. I'm not sure. Why don't you all come up at once, and then we'll have you come forward, because we'll be stumbling across one another, and that won't be so good. Okay, so in the court, we have Carolyn Anderson. She's a junior from Delaware, majoring in social work, and she's one of Marion's sesquicentennial scholars. We have J. Noel Ritzer, a junior from Hudson, Ohio, majoring in biology. We have Kaylee Cyber, a junior from Bucyrus, majoring in psychology, and one of Marion's sesquicentennial scholars. We have Isaiah Green, a sophomore from Marysville, is computer science and engineering major. He may look somewhat like someone else up on the stage. We have Dorian Miller, a sophomore from Cincinnati, majoring in psychology. And we have Maxwell Yako, a sophomore from Cardington, majoring in psychology, and also one of Marion's sesquicentennial scholars. And you notice I was able to say sesquicentennial almost perfectly 4 times. So each of these students has shown leadership on and off campus. Each of them is academically strong, and although there can only be one king and one queen, each is fully qualified for that role. And together as a court, they will be enjoying all this weekend's activities. So I have to announce the king and the queen. So, oh, take it. That was close. All right, so inside this hermetically sealed envelope, some of us are of an age to recognize that reference. It's my pleasure to announce 219's homecoming king is Maxwell Yako. And 2019's homecoming queen is Kaylee Simon. Congratulations to our king and queen. Thank you. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Dean Bill McDonald from the Rose Campus.
Tom here. I made some lessons on dodgeball. In Newark, we're going to have a United Way fundraiser. I don't know if it's faculty or the dean against the students, or if it's going to be COTC versus Ohio State Board. I haven't played dodgeball since I was in high school, so, but I'm looking forward to it. Newark has a great homecoming week set of events that all culminate in a dinner, which was last night. We have our annual homecoming dinner at the Lee Center, and we invite alumni back in our homecoming court, of course. And it's a great event. So we have dinner, we have some musical entertainment, and we have a guest speaker. And last night it was Dr. Stephanie Brown, who's the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs at the Newark campus and a associate professor of English. And so I haven't been able to catch up with the court, though, to see how that part of the event went. Last year, it was Lucia would talk, who spoke, and we had a really fun evening that night. But then after the dinner, everybody goes over to McConnell Hall, to the Jones Lounge, and we have casino night. It's not real money, so nobody goes home broke. Nobody goes home rich either, but we have a lot of fun there. And Justin told me that last night, we usually have alumni who go over from the dinner and participate. And last night we had much stronger representation there than we have had in the past. But it's a lot of fun, and students get dressed up. The alumni often come over in fairly casual clothing. They're always in scarlet and gray. But it's a really fun evening. So let me move on from there to thank Justin and Laura, who's new. And Laura, I don't know, there you are. She's kind of getting her feet wet here to take over next year. So I'm glad you're both here. I really appreciate everything you've done, not only for our court, but for me. And so let me invite the Newark court to come up and join me on stage. And I will just follow the same protocol that Dr. Rose just did. So if you all come join me, and let me invite Zach Sparks and Risha Raman to join us as well from last year's court. And then I'll do some. So I'll do our queen candidates first, and then our king candidates, and I'll reverse order them, making the announcement. So our queen candidates begin with Mackenzie Lanigan, who's a senior from Mount Liberty, Ohio, whose major is psychology. Next is Julie Reminder, senior as well, who is from Cleveland, Ohio, and her major is social work. And Arma Sanders is our third queen candidate. She's a junior, and her hometown is Anderson, Indiana, and her major is early childhood education. Joining us, our king candidates joining us are Stone Adams, who's a junior from Zanesville, Ohio, majoring in psychology. Abdi Farah, who's a junior, and Abdi is from Borama, Somalia, and he's majoring in communication technology. Jesse McAndrew is next. He's a junior from Gahanna, Ohio, and his major is business management. And now, I kind of want to do Greg's thing, but maybe the Carsoni, but not many people would remember that. But I will start with our king, who is Abdi Farah. Next is our queen, Julie Ramon. Congratulations to both of you, and to all of you. Let me express how proud of you all are. Thank you very much. And let me welcome Tammy back to the stage.